retail environment and consumers. We all have witnessed the changed nature of the retail as well as the customer they cater to. Challenges for retail companies are many in today's business environment, as a confluence of market forces have created an extremely challenging climate. They are constrained in their ability to grow and maintain profit margins as a result of deflationary operation environment, market saturation, slowing population growth, and more discerning but less loyal customers. This lesson discusses the dynamics of retail environment and its consumers. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to define retailer's customer, analyze the retail consumer's buying process, analyze the consumer decision-making process, analyze the shopping behavior, understand how retail outlet choice is made, define retail segmentation. It is claimed that modern societies are increasingly organized around consumption, and so the trends in the pattern consumption that emerge over time are very important for retailers to observe and understand. Consumer tends to describe how the body of consumer changes over time and make predictions about how those people will consume in the future. The retailer can therefore build up a customer profile that gives an indication of who might typically use their outlet. Needless to say, such profiles are bound to be affected by macro and micro business environment. Observing customer buying pattern through the use of cameras helps retailers understand the process, and therefore enables them to weave the entire product positioning around it. These agencies said also analyzing patterns based on loyalty programs and customer feedback can be utilized to understand the customers. Retailing is not about making a sale. It is about keeping customers for life. To find out the true value of a lifetime customer, you can use the calculation given on the screen. As a retailer, you need to be aware of the extent to which they can contribute to the purchase decision-making process. To begin with, the retail environment itself can be used to draw attention to products and stimulate impulse purchase. In this case, the need is generated during the shopping process rather than prior to it. In the second stage, consumers use retail outlets extensively for information about goods and services. Retailers provide information in many forms, including point-of-sale information leaflets and catalogs, websites, interactive product trails such as food tasting, trying on garments, or listening to music, and in the one-to-one advice given to customers about their intended purchase by sales personnel. During the search and evaluation stage, the retailer itself, rather than simply the product, may become the focus of a consumer's evaluation. Customer loyalty and the value of retailer's corporate brand may encourage a customer to restrict their search and evaluation activity. The extent to which a retailer can influence the selection and purchase stage is closely linked to the type of product being purchased. Again, the extent to which the product or the retailer is judged after the sale will depend on the type of purchase. After the buying process, let's move on to the decision-making process of retail customers. There are three fundamental patterns which a customer can follow for decision-making, and they could be brand first, retail outlet second, retail outlet first, brand second, brand and retail outlet simultaneously. When a number of consumers follow the first sequence of decision-making, display of point of purchase material and building the image of the outlet becomes important. The manufacturer of the brand may have to ensure that the brand and variants demanded will be available at the key outlets in a locality. Point of purchase material, which are to be used at the retail outlet, may require primary research. Should visuals be used? Should product features be used? Should the POP material be in regional language? In the brand first and outlet second strategy, the brand was probably thought of by the consumers because the consumers may not have developed a relationship with any retailer, which is strong enough to get into the evoked retail set. Or the brand has got into the evoked set because of advertising or positive word of mouth. Local advertising with the mention of brand names which have already got into the evoked set would enable consumers to be pulled to the outlet. In the third strategy, when the customer takes the brand and retail outlet simultaneously, it means that they have a certain preference for the outlet and would like to check the evoked set of brands there. The marketers would have to carry out primary research to find out specific markets where consumers have a very positive relationship with retailers. This is important because of the influence of retailers over purchase behavior of consumers in the Indian context. The model of consumer purchase decision-making process assumes that consumer is irrational and product needs vary from the functional to the psychological. However, most products offer both functional and psychological benefits. To ensure that the customer makes full utilization of his innate shopping behavior while in the outlet, a retail outlet can be designed to make the functional shop easier by locating the outlet in the most convenient situation, considering travel time, congestion, ease of parking and accessibility by providing a logical layout, ensuring past information is clear and easily understood, providing good customer service, ensuring good stock availability, and providing fast and flexible payment facilities. A retail outlet can also be designed to encourage customers to view shopping as a pleasurable leisure pursuit by ensuring that the customer service levels are high, providing some eating places like restaurants, cafes, and tasting bars to keep him relaxed and encourage prolonged shopping activity. Value addition may also be made by entertaining the customer, making the store environment enthralling, and choose an outlet location that combines retail and leisure activities. There are many factors that influence how we as consumers feel about a retail outlet. Research shows that factors considered important by many customers to choose one store over another include attractive prices, location, quality of products, wide range of products, measure to reduce queues at checkpoints, fresh food service, longer opening hours, good own label range, cash point facilities, express checkout. Segmentation has traditionally been very important to retail businesses. The viability of segmentation process depends on the identification and separability of accessible, measurable, and viable group of potential customers. If a target customer segment is no longer viable or another segment looks more attractive, a retailer may need to use new criteria for segmentation and repositioning the business. This implies that a deep understanding of consumers is a prerequisite to successful segmentation. Some of the more common methods used by retailers to segment their markets are demographic like age, gender, family, size, family life cycle, income, occupation, psychographics like social class, lifestyle, personality, attitudes, behavioral like benefits sought, loyalty status, usage rate, and geographical. Now let us check if we have understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. Psychography is the study of human population and its distribution. Wrong. A retail outlet should be designed to encourage customers to view shopping as a pleasurable leisure pursuit. Right. The extent to which the product or retailer is judged after the sale depends on the type of customers. Wrong. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we've studied till so far. It is very important to retailers of getting to know their customers, both as a group of people within a population and as individuals. Having an in-depth knowledge about customers' product and store preferences allows them to gear their businesses towards the customer and makes their product and service offering more attractive than those of competitors. Customers exist within a society and are subject to a whole host of influencing factors that shape the way they shop. Customers are complex human beings. They may act differently according to the type of shopping trip they are on, seeking value during one shopping mission and then indulging themselves on another. This gives rise to the notion of a hybrid customer within a market of customers who seems to be increasingly less predictable as groups. At the same time, international retailing activity reflects on acceptance of global brands in a worldwide market in which needs and tastes converge.